Alright, so it's a very simple video. I've got two controllers, both of which are for PS4. We're just gonna call this the black one because to call it the still black one is a bit long, so we're just gonna call this one the black one. And we've got this one, which is obviously the gold one. Right, so both of these controllers are working, but they both have problems. This one, the analog, when you click, and let's say you're playing Call of Duty and you're trying to run, when you click, it seems to, like after a few seconds, it stops running. So you got to continuously keep pressing it, and it's annoying. So that's what's wrong with this one. And we've got this one, which works perfectly fine. The controller is great, I've had no problems with it, but recently it's decided, you know what, I don't want to charge anymore. So this one just doesn't charge. As you can see, the charging port is fine, everything there is cool, but it doesn't charge. I've plugged it in thinking maybe it's completely dead, so I've left it overcharged for about an hour or two, and the controller just heats up, it gets very hot. But once you plug into the PlayStation, it says there's no battery. You can play with it while it's on charge, but it doesn't charge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up both of these, this one and this one, and I'm gonna see if I switch the charging port of this controller with this controller, if it works. Well, technically it should work. It makes sense why it should work, but we'll see. So obviously you're going to need a few tools. I've got two Phillips screwdrivers. This is, where is it? Is it going to focus? Oh, there you go. That's the thin one. That one you're just going to use like once. But this one is the important one. You need this one. There we go. You need this one. Without this one you ain't opening jack. Right. I guess I'll start opening the gold one first. Yeah. Let's put this one aside. Let's open this one up. Okay, very simple. There's 4 screws, 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just want to unscrew those. That's one. Obviously, do not lose the screws or you are fully screwed. 2. Actually, to be honest, I've lost some of these screws before. As long as you don't lose all 4 of them, I think you'll be alright. I think in the past I've lost like 1 out of 4. They'll still stick together, but it's just a hassle. Right, so that's 4 screws. Just keep them on the side there, don't lose those. And then you just want to start by pulling. As you can see, it's already like this. There's a clip here, there's a clip here, there's a clip here, there's a few clips here and here, and obviously on the other side the same place. So what you want to do is you want to start by pulling here. Pull, and you can see it opens up. Then you pull on the other side. So I'm going to move all these things because they're taking away the focus points. There we go. Yeah, so you can see it's opening up. And if there's a lot of tension, that means one of the clips has not been opened. That's when you're going to get your flat screwdriver, and you're going to just find the edge. So where it feels tight, you're going to want to run the screwdriver through it. So let's say for example here it's a bit tight, so you just put the screwdriver there and just turn it very gently. Do it too hard, it'll break. You'll hear a little click, that means that it's come out. There you go, it's very simple. And then there's this one wire here, this wire, that's basically attached to the back casing. You're going to want to pull that out. gently, don't rip that, that's important. There you go. And then you got 2 parts of your controller. That's where all the work is, so I would say don't mess with that unless you know what you're doing. Don't mess with that. And that's basically where our problem is. That's not working, that's connected to that. All of this is very simple, it just comes apart very easily. I think you just pull on one of these ends. There you go, it comes apart. Fairly simple, right? And that is all, that's just part of it. So what you could do is, you could essentially buy one of these wires. Well, you can buy this whole part off of eBay, this whole bit. You can buy it off eBay, it's like £7. I've bought it in the past, and you just replace that and then you just connect it back together. But I thought, you know what, let me try use 2 controllers, because I don't want to buy it for £7 when I've got 2 controllers that I don't use. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that aside. And I'm going to open up the other controller, and then I'm going to open it up off camera, and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so I've taken off all the screws from the black controller. Same process, you're just going to want to pull on it for a bit. This one should be looser, because if I'm honest, I've opened this one a few times. So yeah, it's very simple, just pull it apart. See, look, there's a clip there, that's why it's not coming out. There you go. Same thing, you're going to want to pull that wire out that's inside. I'm just going to do that. There you go. So now we've got 4 pieces of basically 2 controllers. Now this is my good controller. Good, it's working fine, only the charger doesn't work. So what you're going to want to do is simply just take the charger of the black one, which does work. So you plug this in. This is a bit fidgety because it's squishy. You plug that in. There we go. And then you just close it up. There you go. Simple. Now that should work. It don't make no sense why it wouldn't work. That should definitely work. Let's close this up. I'm gonna do that off camera because I doubt anyone wants to see it. Yeah, so I put them back together again, obviously with the gold one. The gold one's front with the black back, and the black one with a gold back. To be fair, the gold one looks sick. Not too sure about that one. That one looks a bit confused, but that looks fairly decent. I mean, I wouldn't mind buying that. But yeah, now I'm gonna go test it at CBA to show you guys whether it works or not, because then I gotta take all my equipment over there, but I'm sure it's gonna work. Yeah, I know a lot of people that have problems with their controllers, like a really small problem, and then they're like, oh, you know what, I need a new controller. Bro, just keep all your controllers, because there's so many things in these controllers that you could use on another controller. Like for example, the battery. One battery might go flat and you might have another controller that doesn't work, but the battery in that controller is completely fine. So yeah, that was just a quick video just to show people how to basically take off the controller and change it around. Don't throw away your controller, that's the moral of this story.